marker. Action. What's going on, everybody? We are currently live here at the San Antonio Alamo City Movie Talk studios, guys. Thank you so much for attending here, everybody, on a Friday night. Happy Friday to everybody out there, guys. We are talking Warner Brothers, DC. Batgirls got trashed. There is no Batgirl no more. It's done, trashed. We got a lot of stuff happening here at the Alamo City Movie Talk studios. Now, to introduce the OG himself, guys, Hilarious Mike. What's up, Mike? How you doing over there?
What's up, man? I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, man. How you been?
I've been better.
Yeah, man. No, good to hear that. Good to hear that. And coming up from the Countdown City Geek Cast, the one and only, the man, the myth, the legend. I stole that from Ted.
Guys, some sad news today. I have to report the power couple of Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson have broken up. It's just, if they couldn't make it, there's no hope for us anymore.
Oh, man, that's it.
Get out of here.
Breaking. Yeah. That's it.
I can't wait to spend an hour talking about just how amazing that relationship was.
Yeah, man, that whole Aladdin, scenario here, I loved it. I did. We got to judge that whole scene right there. But let's get right to it, guys. So much DC stuff finally came out, and people have been commenting when I posted on my Facebook, and people were commenting Twitter. I mean, it's definitely been a storm for the wars, good, bad, whatever you want to call it, guys. But can this be a storm for the good and everything? Well, we got a lot of stuff happening that happened this week, and including today. Earlier this week, we did get the news that we're going to start off with the Joker, of course. The Joker himself, Joaquin Phoenix, and Lady Gaga have officially, Warner Bros. Has officially greenlit a Joker 2, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be talking about a few items here. We're going to talk about the Batgirl at the very end, so stay tuned for that, and Warner Brothers. Joker 2 has been greenlit. Now, I know, and here's the thing. Before we go deep dive into it, for me as a person, in my opinion, the Joker movie was I was pleasantly surprised. It's a magnificent film. I loved it so much. But for me, this did not need a sequel. Mike, what did you think of the Joker? I mean, did you think we need a sequel at this very moment? Or, I mean, is Todd Phillips, because Todd Phillips said it so many times to where, we're not going to do another one unless it's worth it, unless it's worth telling the story. Same thing with Joaquin Phoenix. He said it too. Is it worth telling the story? He's getting paid $20 million to do this movie, by the way. If y'all did not know, $20 million for him just to play the Joker, to get into that insanity role. Mike, what is your thoughts on this, man?
Honestly, yeah, I agree. I don't think this movie needed a sequel. I wasn't expecting one. So for us to get confirmation that we're getting one, I don't see this as a comic book movie. It's going to be another psychological movie that we got last time. It's just we're getting Harley Quinn. Lady Gaga's playing Harley Quinn. I mean, I already love Lady Gaga as much as it is, and for her to play Harley Quinn is just, I'm excited to see what she's going to come up with, because I know I already saw online people were talking their shit about Lady Gaga playing Harley Quinn, and it's like, look, you know
Yeah.
what actress do y'all want to play Harley Quinn besides Margot Robbie? I don't. Lady Gaga's got a freaking Oscar, okay? So I'm pretty sure she's going to get the role down. She's going to get some coaching if she needs to, but I think she can do it. She can pull it off. And all they're going to do is going to pull off the crazy. They don't need to pull off any crazy jokes, because, I mean, this movie wasn't funny originally. It's going to be more a mindfuck. So that's what I'm looking forward to.
I mean, definitely, man. I mean, that's the thing too. JC, same question, man. Did you enjoy Joker, the first one? Did it meet your expectations? And are you looking forward to? And let me specify on this. I totally did forget. This is a musical, by the way. This is a musical.
That's what I heard, Lady Gaga. The first one, I enjoyed it. It was different. It was dark. That was kind of the whole point. If you're gonna make a movie about the Joker, it has to be. My wife didn't like it very much. She didn't like the tone. It wasn't her whole thing. But as far as did it need a sequel? No, but you gave Joaquin Phoenix 20 million reasons to make a sequel.
Yeah.
So I mean, as far as Lady Gaga, now that you said it's a musical, yeah, I could see why they cast her for this. I'm interested to see how this musical is going to be a psychological horror musical, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
If it wasn't a musical, and people were like, who else could you get to play Harley Quinn besides Margot Robbie? I
Real
don't know.
quick,
Maybe,
you made a really good joke already there, JC.
but,
You said 20 million reasons, and
yeah.
Lady Gaga's got a song, A Million Reasons. So I can see that song being slipped into the movie now.
I mean, possibly,
Yeah.
yeah. So,
No, yeah, and see that's the thing. The fact of the matter is that this is definitely an out of this world kind of movie. One could say this is a very risk taker. This really is. And that's the thing too. The thing that I really did enjoy about the Joker was that yes, it's a comic book movie, but it didn't feel that way whatsoever. That could be a good thing in this case. With it being out of the reach, because
Since
it's
y'all mentioned
close.
it's a musical, I'm thinking it's gonna be all in his head, or shit's gonna go down in Arkham Asylum. Maybe I don't know. That's what I'm thinking
Gotta
happening.
catch him first, I mean,
Oh yeah,
what
you
are
gotta
you gonna
catch.
do?
yeah. So it's going to be a musical about him terrorizing Gotham when you think about it. So,
Could
Yeah.
be.
Yeah.
I could see him just going into song, because I mean, how many times did we just jump into his imagination in the first movie? So I could see this being a musical pretty easily. Maybe not the entire thing being a musical. Maybe like 5 songs, 10 songs at most.
Yeah, no, and see, but when I think of a musical, though, I think of some dialogue. Not, I mean, for
Like
me,
Sweeney
right?
Todd.
Or like, oh my God, The Greatest Showman, like that. There's dialogue, then they jump into song. If it's a good mixture of that amount of songs and that amount of dialogue, I am 100% for it.
that's unexpected. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely here. I mean, Joaquin
You think
Phoenix.
they'll bring Hugh Jackman in just for that?
No.
For him to have a scene.
I think Joaquin Phoenix will surprise you with some musical talent. I don't doubt it. He's, I mean, come on, he just continues to surprise me in just about every movie he does. It's a different role. He never really goes back to it, but if he's going back to this one with a different take on it, it's interesting. It's a thought. It's something I wouldn't be surprised if he pulls this off very well.
Yeah, no, definitely. And here, that's the thing too. I'm 100% on board for this. Let me specify on that. I'm 100% on board for this. I cannot wait to see exactly what take he brings into the character once again when he reaches that new role. Is he going to bring us something new to the character that we did not see in the last movie? And maybe even so, like, is there an evolution to the Joker, of being the Joker, to the next level, to where, like, because obviously Joaquin Phoenix said it countless times, like, if I make a Joker 2, it has to be worth it, it has to make sense. And knowing that Todd Phillips is coming back, the original writers, the original OGs, they're all coming back, that puts me at a reassurance, like, okay, it's going to be good. Now, the release date for this movie, though, would you agree that the release date of this movie is, I mean, it's kind of long, right? I mean, it teases Harley Quinn's going to be in this movie, with the new video that we saw on Instagram. The official release date of this movie is October 4th, 2024. Now, what is that a good release date for you guys? I mean, is that kind of like it's too far out?
No,
I mean,
dude, that how much CGI was in the first one? Like, they don't need that much. They're just gonna be mostly takes and edits. I don't think costumes, maybe camera angles. It's gonna be all practical effects, probably. Maybe some explosions at the most, but yeah, no, it's not gonna be like freaking Endgame.
Is the hype, though, that's the thing, though, is the hype really going to stop people from not seeing this movie because it's so far out? Because the official release date,
so.
I mean, is 2024. And that's the thing too, because like, I feel like with that release date, a lot of people are like, oh wait, it's not gonna, it's too far out. To those people, I say, you're dead wrong. Look at Top Gun Maverick. How long did that take? It took, I mean, come on, because we know that movies that take 30-something years do not make money. I'm being very sarcastic.
Here's the difference here. Obviously, Top Gun, we waited how long for that sequel?
It's like 35, 30.
Been announced. Yeah, and what's a few more years thanks to COVID, right?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, if they're giving us a release date now, it's very early in the production process. They probably finally have a script down. They have ideas. And who knows who else they still have to do some casting, get all that stuff set up. But a couple years out, before Halloween, why not? I think if you're doing it within a year, you're finding a good time to do it. You don't want to rush it. Take your time with it. There's plenty of time. Yeah.
As long as we don't get another pandemic, we should be fine.
Yeah, we should be fine. Let's just get the monkeypox under control, right?
Yeah.
One
Oh
of the
God. Yeah.
comments, one of the YouTube comments, DC Universe, a huge mess, nothing connects. Well, that's kind of the point of the DC universe. There's infinite Earths. I mean, you're not going to connect Young Justice with the Arrowverse. I mean, the Arrowverse is the only thing that really tried to connect everything when it did the Crisis. But
Do
that's
we
kind of the
need
beauty.
everything to connect
We
though?
don't really don't. That's DC though. That's the thing. DC has always been about different takes on the same characters, different ideas. You, Mike, had the Batman Who Laughs comic up right in front of you as we started
Yeah.
the show. And that's kind of the beauty of it. Everyone has their own take on origin stories or characters and things like that. So
Exactly.
now, does this need to connect? People might want to see it. If it does, it better be Robert Pattinson's Batman. I would love for them to finish this movie and tease that there's some connection there, but who
I don't want
knows?
no connection with these two. I
I
really don't.
mean,
Dark
to,
stories, why not?
to be
So,
honest, though, Mike, one could argue, and I'll agree to this, is that it's pretty much almost the same tone of the last movie. Not the musical, because we don't know what the
Yeah.
musical of this tone's going to
Yeah.
be. But as of right
Batman
now,
2,
yeah,
the
the
musical.
Batman and Joker is literally kind of the same tone where, Matt Reeves really just wanted to tell a detective Batman story, an Arkham game Batman story, and I love that. I love it, and we'll get more into the DC stuff, the DC Fate and all that universe stuff later in the show. Guys. So be sure to stay tuned for that. But yeah, Joker, knowing that how much money, because let's be honest here, fact. Joaquin Phoenix won an Oscar for this role.
Yeah.
Fact. This movie made a lot of freaking money. This did a lot of money. It surprised people. It really did. It surprised me. I didn't think it was going to be the scale that I thought it was going to be. When I first saw this, I saw the River Center. They had a press screening for it. And it was a vision of Todd Phillips just visioned. Everything was great. I loved it. Everyone loved it. All the critics loved it. It was because it was such a different comic book movie. Because for me, it's like Todd Phillips is like, hey, I'm going to make a movie, not a filmmaking movie, not just a comic book movie. We're a filmmaker movie to where all moviegoers are going to enjoy this, not just comic book fans. But yeah, so with that being said and everything, let's jump into the conversation of the Batman, the Batgirl, with everything that's going on right now, of the whole issues and everything. When I first heard about this news, if you did not know, guys, first and foremost, these leads, we're going to be in it. J.K. Simmons, Michael Keaton, Batman himself, the OG Batman himself. Well, not the OG Batman.
No, this is Batman.
But this is
the Burton Batman, kind of the
No, this is Batman.
just well, not
Everyone says,
yeah,
they're like, oh, someone says my Batman. No, that's because you're wrong. This is Batman.
Again,
it was the first Batman of the modern comic book movie era.
There you go. You go. That's a good one. That's a good one. But
everything other than Michael Keaton is the wrong Batman.
Oh, here we go. Hey, whoa.
Bro. I'm just saying.
Yeah, he's gonna be like, I was the OG. If it wasn't for me, none of these Batmans would have existed. Exactly. I agree to that. But anyways, with that being said and everything, the Batgirl that did get canned by the new CEO of Warner Brothers here. A lot of mixed reactions to this, obviously. So much mixed reactions. So much people on both sides of the fence, or you're kind of like in the middle. Before we get into the details here, were you guys a fan of this before even going into the further behind the scenes issues here? Were you a fan of watching this movie? Yes or no? Mike, go ahead and go first, and then Jason.
Hell yeah, man! I'm tired of seeing I love Batman, but I'm tired of seeing fucking Batman movies. Like,
what?
What
is the matter with you?
I don't need another year or two.
What the hell is the matter with you?
I don't need none of that. I want to see some Bat Family.
Take off the shirt you're wearing, then. Take off the damn shirt you're wearing. Shut the hell up. Take off.
I want some Nightwing. I want some freaking Batgirl. Chloe, now's not the time. I want them to expand.
Too, bro.
Yeah, your dog's mad at you.
I want them to expand on it already, because like anyone who's a Batman fan knows there's a shit ton of stuff to go over on Batman. That's why I was looking forward to the Birds of Prey movie. Like, oh man, they're gonna use characters from Batman in there.
Yeah,
we're gonna see them expand. But we all know how bad that movie was. So yeah, I was excited for this. Batman taking the back seat pretty much in this one, but from what I can tell, So yeah, I was really looking forward to that because I mean, I like the other stories that they have to offer in the Batman universe, at least as far as Gotham goes.
Yeah, no, I got that. JC, same question, man. Were you a fan of this movie and everything? And I'll go on. I'll be the last one to say yes or no at the very end. But JC, were you a fan of this?
First off, breaking news: Ryan has just kicked Mike back off of Alamo City Movie Talk, so OG no more, right?
Yeah.
I was a fan in that I wanted to see a different character. Yes, I enjoy DC. I'm a big Superman guy, but I wanted to see a different character get a lead role like this, or be I was excited to see that. It is a bit disappointing. Like in much the same vein, I'm excited to see the Blue Beetle. Or if they expand on doing a Supergirl movie, another one, with the retelling, something like that. I mean, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen the last season of Young Justice, they're finally bringing Supergirl into fold, and it's not the way you expect. So it's when you bring in these characters that don't get a lot of airtime. I mean, no one really knew who Green Arrow was until they did the Arrow TV show. I mean, I had some familiarity with him, but for him to be a central character, you didn't see that very much. So,
I mean, we saw him in Smallville, right? I mean, he was in Smallville. Yeah,
supporting character, but to have a show based around one of the lesser,
unless you read comic books, I agree, you wouldn't even know who Green Arrow was.
And honestly, if the Aquaman pilot that Justin Hartley had filmed had gotten picked up, we may not have seen Green Arrow in Smallville. But Justin Hartley did such a great job with it, And which, by the way, if you're a fan of Smallville, go listen to Talkville. It's Tom Welling and Michael Rosenbaum. They go back and watch one episode.
Inside of You.
No, but they have a new podcast, just the two of them, called Talkville.
Yeah, you're right.
It's a Smallville rewatch podcast, and it's pretty cool to hear them talk about it. So they have it.
They're old.
Yeah, I did not realize how old Tom.
She still wants to
I did not.
Tom Welling.
I did not realize how old Tom Welling. I mean, he doesn't look old. I mean, he looks aged, right? I mean, let's be honest. But he's aging not bad. I just didn't realize.
He's not aging bad. He's got a little pepper. Some pepper on him. He looks good.
Yeah. He's a dad. I'll say that. But I mean, it's dad ages on you. But and that's and he talks about that. That whole episode. They keep bringing up JC. Yeah. I enjoy the Inside of You podcast because he talks about all the behind the scenes stuff. How it's very peer pressure from the studio's executives on doing the job and doing the show and all. It's a lot of drama that we did not know at the time that were happening on set, where she was trying to get people to follow her, a lot of stuff.
That's a whole different thing. But on Talkville, it's kind of cool because they give a little behind the scenes on how they did certain episodes and how they acted stuff. But back to this topic, I mean, to see a character that doesn't get a whole lot of a movie play or TV time, and to have it done right, I mean, it's not like Shaq doing
purple
Steel,
costume,
and that's unique. So it is disappointing that we're not going to get to see that. Maybe it's something they explore on the animated side. Who knows? Yeah, but it is what it is. You move on. I mean, movies get shelved all the time. It just sucks that something as high profile as this happens to be put on the cutting room floor.
So I'm gonna be the minority here. I was not a fan of this.
Ryan, I was. I want a female lead.
No, okay. Let's talk about that real quick. We're gonna talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, if you don't listen to the Island of Reality podcast, Ryan's a bit of a sexist asshole sometimes.
No, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. Let me clarify here. So from the beginning of this whole project, I was like, I'm more upset at the fact that they don't want to hire Henry Cavill. They don't know what to do with their main characters, which is like Wonder. They don't know what to do as far as like franchise and all that stuff. And of course, that's behind the scenes issue, right? So there's that. When they greenlit Batgirl, I was like, why? Batman, what is wrong with you guys? Batman is your moneymaker. You can introduce Batgirl when you figure out your identity with your main leads. When you figure out your identity with your main leads, then you can worry about doing side characters with Robin, Nightwing.
Okay. We don't need another Batman movie.
But here's the thing, Mike. Batgirl. Here's the thing. They're on a franchise. They want to make a franchise right now at our current time, and I'm for that. But Here's the reasons why I did not like the Batgirl, the whole scenario here. Of course, the only thing I did love was, of course, Michael Keaton coming back, J.K. Simmons. I love that. It was just, for me, it wasn't Leslie. She's a good actress. I loved her in In the Heights. She sang so good. She played Nina and In the Heights. She's phenomenal.
Amazing,
has nothing to do with her. It's the damn effing costume that I hated. The costume, and it's funny too because we're gonna talk about this because even the studio executives that came in, the final costume, and it's funny because I joked about this. JC could confirm this. If not, I don't know if you read the comments when I posted about it. Ted commented back on me. Me and Ted were kind of going at it a little bit, not in a good way, but it happened a while back. And I said, this looks like a cosplayer made it, not in a bad way though, because this is Hollywood. Yeah, this is Hollywood. This is this is the top of this is like the Disney to where like, everything. This is the Marvel, like you can't look like a cosplayer. And so then when studios executives saw this and they were trashing saying the movie is terrible beyond measure, it's unsavable, saying that all the costumes, the studio executives, CEO said this movie, this costume looks like a cosplayer made it, not in a good way. And so knowing
wouldn't that be, well, think about it. Someone that young taking up a costume, you expect them to have some high-tech shit. Maybe their first costume is a cosplay outfit.
What do you want on it, Ryan? You want nipples? What the fuck?
No. Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Hold on. Look at the first costume that Tobey Maguire's Peter Parker wore. Look at the first costume that Tom Holland, his homemade Spider-Man one in Homecoming when he lost the tech suit. I mean, they're going to be cosplay-looking costumes. Like, just kind of let it play out. It's when you advance it more that you start to get the high-tech shit, So, I mean, it's
remember
not like
Batman. Nolan's Batman had like 3 different versions.
Yeah.
But here's the thing that didn't make sense because she's supposed to fight crime in that. What if she gets shot with that? Like, there's like no protection.
Pretty sure she has a metal plate in that yellow bat, just like Batman does.
I don't know.
Okay.
Fuck it, I don't know. Shit.
But the point is that it did not look real. It did not look real.
Deflects it.
That's right. He wants Alicia Silverstone
curved this way, so they just.
Yeah, it did not look real for me. It did not look like this is a Warner Brothers movie. It didn't for me.
That those are just bad shots. I'm pretty sure the movie would have turned out.
But I mean, it was going to be a straight to streaming movie, right? It wasn't going to get a theatrical release.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So a lot of people did not know that though, JC. That's the crazy thing because a lot of people I saw on Twitter were like, "Oh my god, this is like the same thing with the original." Yeah. So this is a lot of people did not know this. They were like, "Oh my god!" Well, then they got to pay them out. Let's bring out the facts here, guys, ladies and gentlemen, moviegoers out there. The fact of the matter is, one, they did a job. They all got paid money, millions of dollars to do our role. They already got paid. It's been done. The movie was done filming, but the special effects were not done. The special effects were not done. If not, I heard mixed things. They were halfway done. Some of them said they were not done. So we'll just say, for sake of argument, we'll say not done right now. We'll give them the benefit of the doubt. The effects were not done. They weren't finished. The CEO of Warner Brothers pretty much said, we're going to have to run another $80 to $90 million on marketing and to finish the VFX, the special effects on all of it. So knowing where, like, he was just saying,
we're going to spend so much money on marketing. All they got to do is put it on their app.
Because spend it on toys, on commercials.
Yeah, exactly. Because they want to go big on it. They want to go big because this is the first ever Batgirl. Got to remember, you just said it right now, Mike. This is the first Batgirl movie. Yeah, you remember? This is the first, so you want to go at least good content, and pretty much, with the one, and everything coming in, it's definitely was a shocker. I'm not gonna lie. I was just like, what the hell's going on here? Then we got more news coming out.
I think they're purposely hating on a woman leading the role because I've seen enough Batgirl content in the animated movies, the animated series, enough in the comic books. I mean, I don't know anyone who's going to watch anything WB related or DC related doesn't know who Batgirl is at this point. Like, they don't need to, like, maybe they want to, market to little girls and, like, let them know, hey, there's a superhero that you can relate to, but... Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't know anyone's mom who doesn't know about Batgirl and who wouldn't be excited to show their daughters this.
That's the
Warner
miss in
Brothers
all of this. Yeah,
biting
I
our
mean,
dicks. I fucking hate them right now.
And
that's the
see,
big miss. Yeah,
yeah, and see, and that's the thing too. It's has nothing to do. I mean, he even put out a statement. The CEO of Warner Brothers put out a statement that has nothing to do with the actors, the filmmakers, or anything like that. It just we thought it wasn't. We're doing quality over quantity right now, and that's and here's the thing. Hey, JC, can you read this for us, guys?
sure. David Zaslav is coming as CEO of the newly formed Warner Brothers Discovery Company and has reversed their streaming-first corporate plans. The fate of Batgirl, according to Variety, seems to have been tied up in those strategy wars, but that discarding Batgirl would allow Warner Brothers Discovery to write off the project off on its taxes.
So that first part, ladies and gentlemen, moviegoers out there, that first part, this is because of the previous owners. The previous owners of Warner Brothers, they were streaming first, and they effed over the industry of the filming industry when they were releasing the and again, this has, I get it has to do with COVID, but at the same time, it was a wrong decision. They screwed over the filmmakers. Godzilla versus Kong didn't make anything. It made crap. It didn't.
No, hold on. Godzilla vs. Kong didn't make anything because they cut out like a good portion of the movie that would have made it better. If they'd have let in directors what they really should have done with that movie, I guarantee I would have seen it twice.
True. Okay? But here's the thing. No one saw it in theaters. Let's be honest here. No one saw it in theaters. Nobody did. It had way more streaming. And it was a go-getter for the HBO Max because their philosophy was, again, Warner Brothers CEO at the time, what philosophy was streaming, same day release on streaming platforms, same
for 30 days. Yes.
For the first 30 days and all that stuff. And I'll be honest here, I was totally against it. I was just like, what are y'all doing? Y'all going to be releasing all these huge franchise movies because King Kong, Godzilla vs. Kong should have made a lot of money. That movie should have made a crap ton of money. Maybe if they would have delayed it like they did with Top Gun, it would have been a different story here.
They're kind of in a bind because there's a Japanese, I forget the name of the company, but there's a Japanese company that owns the rights to the Godzilla character. And contract was coming up, so they had to push that out. But it's a double-edged sword. I mean, people weren't going to the movies, theaters weren't open. They had to adapt, and this is kind of the way it was going. I think Trolls World Tour was the first one to say, "Hey, forget the theater with COVID. Let's throw it out on demand," and that's what they did. Mm-hmm. Disney did it with Disney Plus Premium Access for a few movies, but it was how much did this boost HBO Max subscribers when they did that? I mean,
yeah, and here's the thing though, when you release the same content, it kind of screws over. So get this though, not only, I know it's not on this article or in this link, but come to find out, all last year because of what they did. You remember the Scarlett Johansson issue with the Disney stuff and the Bob, the Bob Chapek. Yeah. So get this, I did not know this until earlier this year, was that all those movies that they released last year, they paid all bonuses because they all had that same deal. So they paid billions of dollars to artists, filmmakers, everybody, because they did not go to theaters, or they released on the same day as the streaming. It screwed them over. They lost billions of dollars. Warner Brothers lost billions.
I mean, it's a gamble though. But in the long run though, those people they paid out, those bonuses they paid out, those people are going to say, "Hey, in the pandemic, that company took care of me. I'm going to come back and make another movie for them." So
but here's
we got monkeypox right on the corner, guys.
And that's and that's the thing though. It screwed over. I could see that, JC, but at the same time though, I see it as, I'm looking at other, and people were just upset about it. They were very upset.
I know.
Behind, creators were upset coming behind the scenes, and they were just like, "Dude, that's our bonus. That's our and we didn't get a chance to really have a say so in the box office, because that's, you get your bonuses, you get your money, and money's worth out of it, and fans go see it in theaters like how they're supposed to be, in theaters." But
and I can see that, but it's an ever-changing world. We consume content. There's a lot of cord cutters out there. It's very rare you have people like me that still have a TV subscriber service because of things I like to watch. And then, people, I mean, if there's a movie that comes in theaters, it's trying to find a babysitter for kids. It's trying to figure out that. I have to pay for this, pay for that. When are my wife and I going to get a chance to do that? We're like, okay, well, do we really have to see it in theaters? I can wait the 45 days and then we'll see it when it's on a streaming service.
Mhm.
I can do that, you know? And
Yeah.
so it's trying to capitalize on that. So you got to do something to change it. Now, if they had said, hey, we'll throw it on HBO Max and maybe charge you $20 to watch it early,
Mhm.
why not? You know, I mean, it's for a family of 4, you figure, I mean, there's something like that. You got to have some incentive,
Yeah.
but
You're saving like $60 there.
yeah, I mean, the Draft House in town closed a few theaters. They didn't,
Yeah.
you know, adapt fully well. And, you know, so Santiago's thankfully still around, Flix is around, but this is an ever-changing world, and it's not necessarily who's going to continue doing what we've been doing the best, who's going to adapt to the future. And
Yeah.
theaters have to step up if they want people to go to make that
But
experience better.
here's the thing, though. Here's the thing I could give you with that argument is that because of the situation, because the situation that Warner Brothers put themselves in,
Mhm.
because of that, that's why they have a new CEO. That's why Discovery Plus bought them out because of the situation that they did last year. And it sucks.
Yeah,
It sucks.
possible.
That's because you got to look at it as a business. It's content. Yes, we want to see the content. We're the moviegoers. We want to see these movies, but at the same time, it's a business. It's a form of business. They have to make their money. Just like you talk about sports, the NFL, you know, they still
Yeah.
got to make money. You
Mhm.
know, they're not
TV
like
contracts, and they take it.
yeah,
Yeah,
about NFL contracts. What if NFL contracts they were only like if a network like the Dallas Cowboys if they only show like on a certain network every single day, no matter what of the time of the season it is, they're only showing on this and that's it on this network because they have a contract there.
you kind of get that with college sports. So yeah, it's very
Yeah.
similar to that. But yeah, I mean, if you want to go back further, if Warner Brothers had just kept their mouth shut and let Zack Snyder do what he planned to do, we wouldn't
Yeah.
even talk about this because people
Exactly.
would have found a way to see all the movies that Snyder was
Yeah.
planning.
Exactly. So let's go back into this. So the fate of Batgirl, according to Variety, seems to have been tied up in those strategy wars. So this is a previous owner. So pretty much what the CEO has said, and I've seen him interview countless times today, like 4 or 5 interviews, and he literally is saying this is the previous owner's issue. This is their fault. I'm just cleaning house. I'm cleaning house, and I'm gonna focus because I'm a businessman and I want to make the DC the best product there is out there, and I'm on board with this. Now let's we're not going to launch a movie until it's ready. During the Q&A portion of the call, when asked directly about Batgirl getting the axe, we're not going to launch a movie to make a quarter. This is taking a dab at, of course, the Warner Brothers previous CEO owners. We're not going to launch a movie to make a quarter. And we're not going to put a movie out unless we believe in it. How many fucking times have we talked about this on the Movie Talk show, JC on your show, on the Countdown City show, on your show? How many fucking times have we talked about this to where like, when is DC gonna put out good shit? When are they gonna stop messing around and put out good stuff? Because let's be honest here. Every single time someone mentions DC, they're like, Marvel did it better. Marvel did it better. Marvel did it better. I'm fucking tired of that shit. I'm tired of hearing Marvel did it better. And now,
I don't give a shit.
No,
If
here's
DC
the-
does something better, I'm still gonna say Marvel did it
Oh,
better.
screw you, screw you. Like, but here's the thing. Here's the issue that I have with movie. This is the argument that I have to that. Here's the thing. People get upset because they canceled this, and they're asking, "Oh, bring the Snyder, almost like the Snyder cut,
Restore the Snyderverse.
yeah,
You need to
restore the
it,
Snyder
yes.
first, yeah, all that stuff." And that's a different argument. That's a totally different argument. That's when studio executives came in, changed up the whole story. This is a different argument. And a lot of them, again, this is social media. We're pushing for the Batgirl because they were saying because she was Latina, Afro Latina, and all this stuff, pushing another agenda. At the same time, though, I'm all like, I'm pretty sure they have a deal, or Warner Brothers have reached out to her saying, "Hey, we're gonna get you. Don't worry, we got you covered. We'll figure something out for you, maybe in the future for DC movies, TV shows. You never know. You never know." And get this, I didn't put this on there, but so a fan reached out to James Gunn on Twitter. Saying today, this was today, saying, "Oh, he was he freaked out." I'm just emphasizing, right? I don't know. This is a tweet because we don't know the way this person sounded. Whatever. I'm just emphasizing. James Gunn, is Peacemaker safe? Is your show safe? James Gunn said, "Chill the fuck out. Peacemaker's good. Literally tweeted out saying that Peacemaker is good, and I
That
love
was
that.
one of my concerns, and I was like,
No,
"There's no way they're gonna cancel that."
Because people are reading this totally wrong. When they said scripted content is being, that's the thing too. People read headliners. They don't read the article. They just read the headliners. Oh, DC's over with. DC is getting canned. They're canning all the scripted stuff. That is not true. They're just minimizing. They're figuring out what is gonna be on our plan from now on. They're figuring it out, and that's the thing that I get so upset about, because I'm all like, did we always fucking bitch and complain? We all bitched and complain about this. We have countless times. We've always done this. We like, oh, when is DC gonna get their shit together? When are they gonna figure something out? And this is the time. This is what they're doing. Hello. Anyways, enough of me ranting a little bit.
It's not DC getting their crap together. It's Warner Brothers getting their crap together and let DC do its thing. That's
yeah. And so another thing that he did as well was that DC now is separate the way Marvel is separate from Disney. Thank God for that. I'm just saying. Thank God for that, because I've been waiting for that for decades. When Christopher Nolan came out with,
You're even that old, man.
Okay, 2 decades. I'm gonna be. Hey, I'm gonna hit 30 this year. So screw you. I could say that. Ever since I was a little kid.
30, dude, whatever. Dude.
Oh man.
If you were 50, I'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, you've been waiting maybe a couple 40 years.
Anyways, this comes from Screen Rant. Let's go back. Screen Rant with Batgirl. The decision is to not release Batgirl reflects our leadership strategic shift as it relates to the DC universe and HBO Max. Leslie Grace is an incredible, talented actor, and this decision is not a reflection on her performance. We are incredibly grateful to the filmmakers of Batgirl and the also canceled Scoob. Because remember, everyone's running with the Batgirl. They were making a Scoob movie of the animation one that came out during COVID year.
Yeah, my kids love that. Yeah.
So that got canned. That's no longer happening too. Hollywood Haunt and their respective cast, and we hope to collaborate with everyone again in the near future. So here's the thing.
Canceling the other Scooby-Doo spinoff. Is it Velma or?
Oh, the Velma the show. Yes, they're canceling that too. Yeah, it's been canceled. So here's the thing though.
Mike's done.
Here's the thing. The previous owner screwed everything up. They did. They were like, let's stream first. Streaming is not your number. You're gonna be so screwed up the way Netflix is right now with their market.
Yeah, they're trying to compete. You don't want to
be, but that's the thing. You don't want to be stuck like Netflix are. The difference with Warner Brothers is they're a major studio. Netflix is not a major studio. They don't have the client. They don't have the properties. I mean, come on, man. You can't even figure out Superman. What makes you can even put out DC content right now? But anyways, that's a whole nother case there. But reading this, knowing that the CEO said this, JC, what did you think of this, man? What did you think of this comment here, man?
I mean, he's almost like he's doing the politically correct way of saying it. It's like, hey, it's not a reflection. We think Leslie's great. It's not a performance, and it sucks that we have to do this. Yeah, it's the PR response, but it's going to be hard for Leslie to say, okay, I took my time and spent that to do this, and then you're not even releasing it. I mean, obviously she's getting paid still, right?
Yeah.
But it's you hope that this is. This doesn't keep her from getting jobs because she's a great actress, and for everyone else that worked on that film too.
That would suck so much.
But
see, and that
this is the danger of running a streaming service and still being a movie studio, and that's you have to find the balance. There's still streaming content you have to put out there. There's some movies you're going to want to stream first, and I think Batgirl could have been good. I mean, it's who cares what test audiences think. Sometimes you just put it out there and let the fans decide.
Put the wrong people in those tense audiences
and see,
too.
But here's the thing. They ran. If I'm not mistaken, they said they test screened this multiple times on different demographics, and none of them were positive. That's what I'm hearing. I mean, and again though, here's the thing though. Here's the thing. If it's a fucking terrible movie, it's a terrible movie. I mean, if us that are, and that's the thing too, they saying it wasn't a comic, it's true to the comics. So knowing that, that's the thing. I agree with that too. It's just, I don't think, again though, it's tough because it's like, the movie's not even done. It went over budget to begin with. Let's be honest here. It was at a $70-80 million budget. It went over that like nothing. So knowing that, and
you know what?
The city again?
Half of it went to Keaton, or what?
No, I know because a
Like 5
reshoot.
seconds, right?
Yeah, they were like doing reshoots and everything. I mean, it was a great idea on paper, right? It was a great idea. I was excited for it. I was excited for Leslie, but then when I saw the photos and we started seeing more stuff, I was all like, "Oh man, I don't hate the costume." Again, and it was mixed fans
I can get
here.
over the costume.
But again,
I
that's
can
just
say
my,
that.
that's just my
Yeah.
take. We have not seen the movie, nor a trailer or anything, or nor we will ever see a movie or trailer as of right now.
We'll get one eventually. Though with this day and age, shit will leak. You know, one day it's gonna get out there. May not
Ryan
have all the
Reynolds will leak it for us.
yeah,
Oh.
we won't have all the VFX on it, but it'll somehow get out there, and people will see it eventually.
Definitely. All right, guys. So let's do the next topic here. We're not going to launch a movie until it's ready. During the Q&A portion of the call, when asked directly about Batgirl getting the axe, we're not going to launch same thing again. If it's not ready, why are they going to launch it? I
Which
mean,
is good. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, if it's not ready, if they can't stand behind this movie, if your own CEO cannot stand behind this movie or the creators, besides the filmmakers, right? Because people are like, well, that's not fair because the filmmakers made this movie, the actress made, they did all this work. Okay, I'm gonna put a little scenario here. When you go eat at a restaurant and you get a steak dinner, and you ask for a certain whatever medium well whatever you like, right?
Steak.
Oh, I forgot you're a vegetarian. Okay, God. Okay, I keep forgetting. Like, anyways, if you get
Okay,
if you
never
you know
mind.
you know what the hell it is. If you get if you get a steak and it's not what you ordered, what do you do? Do you just say, "Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna," and it's a price dinner. It's a
gonna eat it and not
Kamagacha.
tip.
It's I'm just gonna eat it still, even though it's not what
Eat
I
it and
ordered
not tip like Ryan.
whatsoever. If you're gonna eat something and be like, "Oh man, this sucks," like, are you gonna be happy with this? That's all I'm saying. They got paid for their job. It's like us. We go and do a job. We get paid for it. That's the studio. And people are like, well,
Basically,
it's the filmmaker's movie.
They don't
It's
want to
not.
release another Justice League.
It's not the
They wanna
filmmaker's
have it
movie.
in our hands.
It's not the filmmaker's movie. It's the studio's movie. They own the damn movie, whether we like it or not. They own the Justice League movie, whether we like it or not. They own the Josh Whedon cut. They decide to do that stupid crap. They owned the original cut and they decided not to do it. That's their decision. They own, whether we like it or not. They own the movie.
But if we learn anything from that, fans have power.
You're
Fans
right.
can
You're
make
right.
anything happen.
And-
So
All we
and-
gotta do is, unsubscribe to HBO Max until they bring that shit back.
no, just
Oh,
you
man.
just blow up social media. It worked to get the Snyder cut of Justice League.
Yeah.
I'm a video gamer. I'm a huge Samurai Showdown player. The
Mhm.
biggest complaint people have had about that game is the netcode is trash. We need rollback netcode. At Evo, SNK just announced we're finally putting rollback on it, and that's going to bring so many players back.
Okay.
And anything that you want. I mean, Young Justice got canceled after 2 seasons. The fans fought for it. It came back,
Yeah.
and now it's one of the most successful shows on HBO Max. If fans have a voice, and if you guys are diehard and say, you know what, we still want to see this movie, we still want to see it finished, put it out there. I mean, the Restore the Snyderverse hashtag is still alive and well. I still want them to bring Krypton back in one capacity or another.
Oh God, dude, no, dude, that show was, dude, that show was crap.
That was a great show.
That was, oh my God.
I read
Okay,
the opening scene for season 3. You shut. I'm not going to get into debate with you on it. My point is, fans have a voice. If you want
that's
something hard
sci-fi.
enough,
I'll be like,
that-
oh, dude. Okay, yeah, sure, I get that, and coming to find out, they also did cancel Flash. Next season will be the last season, which airs next year. The Flash TV show, which to be honest, I did not even know they were on the 9th season. Like, damn, I know that many seasons, dude.
I think
So
I
talk
stopped
to Ted
watching that
about
show
this.
after
Trust me.
season 3 or 4.
You asked Ted about this season because I haven't really watched this. He still watches it with his son. He says it's like they're mailing it in this season. It's just so different,
and so come to find out, they were like, we're done with this. This is over with. And and that's the thing too. People are so upset. They're so upset. I'm all like, he's doing what we've all talked about all these years. He's cleaning house. This is like Bar Rescue. Have you all ever seen Bar Rescue?
Yes.
Yes, like he's like, if you're a manager, if you're the owner and you keep fucking shit up, you're not making money, you're not making your liquor, someone's stealing from you, you're not making money, there's bad crime, bad side of town, you can still make it work. Whatever the case may be, you have bad owners. Most of the time, it's either bad owners or bad employees, and they're cleaning house. And I'm happy about that. I don't care what anyone says, I'm happy about that because finally we get someone to lead it. Now, with that being said, they have not said who's going to lead the DC right now. But David did say they are going to be announcing somebody very soon to be the Kevin Feige what is to Marvel. And I'll be honest here, man. I mean, he's good. Now we're going to talk about the merger a little bit here because the merger is going to happen. It's official, which is funny because and y'all have Discovery Plus, by the way.
No.
So my wife has Discovery Plus. She's been watching it countless times. It's all the cooking stuff, all cooking. I think it has home reality shows on there too. Home fixer uppers. It's okay. I never watch it. I'll be honest there. My wife watches it all the time. I don't. So knowing that it's coming together, she's like, oh, okay, that beats the subscription. So next year, it's been official, guys, that at the end of the day, we're putting all the content together. Was the only way we saw to make this a viable business. Told Adams, bringing HBO Max and Discovery Plus together is aimed at cutting. So there's something for everyone in the household, he said. And this is actually not a bad idea. We knew this was coming, though. We all did for about a year, almost a year ago. Or fall last year.
All these companies are just monopolizing because we just had Sony take over Funimation and Crunchyroll, I think, or some shit like that. Like
on the anime side, I think I heard about that.
Yeah.
Like
but that's the thing. That's the time we're living in right now. We're living in where they want to put everything in one content and one. And let's be honest, Discovery Plus. I didn't know this, but he's actually the one that started Discovery Plus, the new CEO of Warner Brothers, David. He started it out from nothing, and he brought all these streaming. He bought out networks to go into this idea, and his resume speaks for itself. I'll say that his resume speaks for itself.
Hulu's gonna take over Paramount, Disney's gonna take over Netflix, and then
Hulu's owned by company. No. Hulu's owned by Disney. That's never gonna happen. But I'm not even gonna talk about Disney because they screwed the hell up with Hulu. I think they're managing it totally wrong with everything they're doing. I mean,
it's not their thing.
Exactly. That's my problem with it. But it's I think Hulu's gonna be extinct in the few years, I think, because the way they keep marketing it. I mean, I seriously thought all the Netflix shows were gonna be on Hulu. They were gonna do it because the plan was, again, there's rumors, right? The original plan was they were gonna leave all their Disney stuff, the kid stuff, on Disney Plus, and then move all the adult content to Hulu. That's what I thought was gonna happen, and then obviously that didn't happen. They're like, oh crap, we're losing subscribers. We need to put everything on Disney Plus. They're more worried about Disney Plus than Hulu. I can tell you that right now. If they have to can, it's going to be Hulu for sure.
They don't keep 100% of what they make off of Hulu because that
you're right. They shareholders.
NBC.
Yes.
I think ABC has a hand in it too.
And so and that's why I think maybe in a year or two, maybe in a few years, they might either sell it. They might be like, you know what, we don't want anything to do with this. So you can't use our content no more. You can't make our content no more. We own Fox. We're gonna take Fox with us to Disney Plus, and y'all can keep Hulu, NBC, or whoever it is. But again, that's just my theory. But yeah. Anyways, going back to this, the HBO Max thing. HBO Max puts out some great content. We know this from F-Boy Island to reality shows that are just killing it. I mean,
you watch reality shows on HBO Max?
Oh hell, dude! Have you not? Yeah, have you not watched Apple Island, dude?
Bro!
Oh my God, Mike!
As soon as
no, shut the fuck up! As soon as we're done watching this, as soon as you're done watching this, wherever you are, moviegoers out there, Mike, as soon as you're done watching this, or as soon as you're doing this podcast, watch the first episode of season 1, Apple Island, and tell me it's not entertaining. Just tell me that Nick Glazer is phenomenal in there. She is a
reality TV show.
Yes.
If you don't know, Ryan and I and our wives, we do the Island of Reality podcast, talk about reality TV. That show is honestly one of the best reality TV shows on TV right now on any sort of service.
Guaranteed.
It's so good.
What is it like?
Yeah.
Okay, so the
Like a
premise is
Bachelorette kind of show.
kind of there's three
Yeah.
women trying to find love, and there's 26 guys. Half of them are nice guys, half of them are F boys.
F boys. They had to figure out who's
So
who.
if you end up deciding you want to go with the nice
It's
guy,
good. It's
if you end up
great.
deciding you want to go with the nice guy, you're going to split $100,000 with him.
Yeah.
But if you end up
And-
choosing an F boy, they can keep all the money.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
And it's good. It's good because you know what's so great
Yes.
and brilliant about that. I know we're off topic here, but you know what's so great and brilliant about it
promote my podcast.
is that it's because for one, you know, it's very entertaining, of course, and two, it's on HBO, so they show everything. I love it. They show
TV on
everything.
rating?
Like, oh,
great.
they're showing a titty.
They show,
TV
bro. They
bro.
show. They don't really
Not
show
yet.
titties, but they show like the sex. Not like the.
Nothing's bleeped out, like as far as like
Yeah.
cuss words and stuff. It's got
Yeah.
a TVMA rating.
Yeah.
It's like they're
Okay.
glorifying sex or anything, but you know,
Yeah.
it's you know, you're not getting like the stuff. I mean, Nikki Glaser is great too, by the way.
Yeah, she's a
great
good.
host.
She's a great host. Yeah.
And
definitely.
Season 1's great. Season 2 has been amazing so far too.
I guess
so.
I'll check it out. You guys
Yeah.
got me at the.
You gotta check it out.
with
You gotta check it out. With the F-boy.
money.
Yeah.
Honestly,
So
HBO Max is very underrated on their reality TV content.
now,
too.
also, I truly
Don't
believe
see
right
why
now.
they would have reality TV. That's just weird.
Why not?
There's a market
Why
for
not?
it, dude.
Yeah, why
Amazon
not?
just got into it too. But
Yeah,
that's not-
Amazon
Never-
just got into it.
Yeah.
The only thing, as far as reality TV I've ever cared for is Jersey Shore, and then I
Oh,
just
God, I
got
hate
back
Jersey
into
Shore.
Bachelorette. And
Okay, well that's another
Claim to
topic,
fame.
Mike. All right, let's get back on
Yeah.
topic here. All right, so now that we went off topic for a little bit, guys, and if you stay with us, thank you so much. Now this is the best part, JC. The CEO came out and said today on the quarterly earnings today. Get this, man. Our ambition is to bring Warner Brothers back to and produce high quality films. During the Q&A, part of the earnings call, as we look at the opportunities that we have broadly, DC is one of the top of the list for us.
Zaslav.
Zaslav, shut up. You're gonna make me mess up. Zaslav specifically noted Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, and Aquaman are all popular characters that offer a big opportunity for the company. We have done a reset set of DC at Warner Brothers. We reconstructed the business where there will be a team with a 10-year plan focusing just on DC. It's very similar to the structure that Alan Horn and Bob Iger put together very effectively with Kevin Feige. So now I'm
They're
gonna
just gonna hire James Gunn. They'll be like,
see
"Here, man, just make
here's okay.
Justice League for us."
Okay, thank you for that. So here's the thing that I truly agree, and you can't argue with this. I don't give a shit what y'all think about it, but here's the thing: right now, the best TV for DC is Peacemaker. Right now, the number one TV show right now
'Cause there's no
for DC
expectations.
is
You
Peacemaker.
can do whatever you want with a character
It's
no one knows
Peacemaker,
about.
bro. It's Peacemaker.
It's somewhere between Peacemaker and Titans. If you exclude the Titans,
Peacemaker
Dude,
for me,
no,
man.
Titans.
Yeah, Peacemaker's great. Hold on.
I
Peacemaker-
can't
Get out of here.
stand
if you
Dude.
exclude the last season of Titans, I know it wasn't that great, but
Dude,
yes,
it's
Peacemaker.
terrible.
Titans, if Titans wasn't successful, we don't get Peacemaker. Plain and simple.
No, wait, no.
Doom Patrol's just
Peacemaker's-
good too.
Yeah.
No, Peacemaker's great. I'm not knocking it, but
So
I'm not knocking. I think every show is great.
I-
thing,
you know,
but yeah, Peacemaker is really
yeah,
it's something
Peacemaker
else.
is their moneymaker. James Gunn even said it like
It's on a
it's
league of
it's
its own.
safe. It's
Yeah.
it's that's what gets subscribers. That makes its own. It has its own budget. It gained a huge following. Come to find out, and it's
and
been
it
huge.
tied in the DCU at the very
Yeah. Oh my God. Yes. Speaking
Yeah.
of that, which we'll get touch up on that. So JC, Mike, JC, go first, man. Since you're a huge
Yeah.
Superman fan,
Yes, I am.
I am still hoping. I don't care. I don't give a crap what anyone thinks. I'm still hoping that we get Henry Cavill back in the suit again. Anyways, what did you think about this?
Wait a
Knowing all
minute,
this,
is he no longer
Q&A.
Superman?
Mike,
He never said he wasn't. So I mean, this sounds to me like they are hashtag restoring the Snyderverse.
Okay,
That's what it sounds like
cool.
to me. We're finally getting back to what we've had the plan all along.
I'd
And
be
it's not
pissed
it's
if
not
they
it's,
fucking got
it's
rid
not
of
like
him.
these movies are going to be too far off. I mean,
yeah,
the Aquaman movie was based on what happened in Zack Snyder's Justice League, you know. So these films are still be able to be tied into it. There's not going to be any sort of continuity issues. So it sounds like they want to keep that going. Might they have to adjust some of the story? Yeah, we don't know how much longer Henry Cavill is going to be able to do this, but we'll see. I guess this gives me hope for Man of Steel 2, Justice League 2, everything else that was going to be planned. So, yeah.
And you are right to a certain degree, but as of right now, there is no plan for Man of Steel 2, which I am very upset about. How many years has it been since we've seen them? It's just like, and the fact of the matter is that the previous owners of Warner Brothers were like, we're staying away from Zack Snyder, so that's why Superman was never made. That's why they were like, we're not going to get Henry Cavill. That's why they tried to do Michael B. Jordan as in there. They tried doing all these scenarios, which screwed it up, which is prolonging it. It really is. Mm-hmm. So let's go into the facts here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about it. Let's go into the Duarte classroom here. So, okay, Cyborg is out.
Ryan, real quick, tell me what is Henry Cavill.
You better bring Ray Fisher back. You better bring Ray Fisher back.
Say again, Mike. I'm sorry.
What does Henry Cavill Superman dick taste like?
Oh my god.
Oh my god, dude. Anyways, so Mike, so here's the facts that we know from the original Justice League. Cyborg is out because of what he spoke about. They already said it. He's not gonna. There's no Cyborg movie. He's not coming back as Cyborg as of right now.
Which is bullshit because he spoke some truth.
Agreed. But he did spread it to the news and all this stuff. They said that he signed a contract. Whatever. The point is that he spoke his mind, and that's okay. That's the predicament we're in. So we know Cyborg is out. Batman is out and they had to do reshoots. Come to find out earlier this week, they had to do reshoots because of Batgirl, because Batgirl was supposed to come out before Aquaman was supposed to come out, because Michael Keaton had scenes with Aquaman 2 in the movie. But earlier this week, if I'm not mistaken, we saw Jason Momoa and Ben Affleck in this Warner Bros. Studio lot, and moviegoers found out that, oh snap, Ben Affleck's coming back as Batman. It's official. He will be back as Batman. I mean, he will be back in the Aquaman 2 because Warner Brothers said it was going to be too confusing for moviegoers to see Michael Keaton in the Aquaman 2 scene. And again, this is from what they saw. We're not going to see that. How old are
these fucking moviegoers that they're going to be confused? Don't they know what?
Again, it's a restart, Mike. It's a restart. So we have to understand that. So
what would make me laugh would be like first 20 minutes of the movie is Michael Keaton Batman, and it's the same character, but all of a sudden it's Ben Affleck. I'll be like, I'm okay with that. I'm like, it looks like a movie error. Yeah, I would be okay with it. I'd be like, you know what? That's still Bruce Wayne. Keep the movie going.
So as of right now, we got no Cyborg, no Batman yet in the DCU. Not talking about the Batman movie, which was phenomenal. Not talking about that. As far as the DCU universe, as of right now, we have no Batman, no Cyborg, and I'll be honest here, we have no Flash. There's no way we're gonna get the Flash movie. But because of all the crap that he has done, the allegation, the charges that is against him because of his own stupidity, he's not gonna be Flash no more. That's it. It's done. He's not gonna be Flash no more.
Too much stuff.
You know what? I wouldn't even be surprised if he's not even at the movie premiere that comes out next year. I would not even be surprised that he doesn't even get invited because of all this stuff.
Movies anymore.
He shot himself in the foot with all the crap that he did.
Aren't people looking for him right now?
Okay, what's worse, what he did or what Amber Heard went through?
Both.
I mean, they're both crap.
I know it's crap.
Yeah,
one was literally crap, but that's another story.
I would say Ezra Mills is probably worse.
Yeah,
I would. I'm not gonna.
What was the main like the last note on the coffin? Wasn't it? He was grooming somebody or some shit.
Choking, broke into sexual abuse. Like it was the whole works.
Yeah,
man.
I mean,
it was the whole works.
That was the last note on the coffin there. That's pretty much like put him on the line.
Yeah. So I mean, So, anyways, the CEO did say this and confirmed it. We have seen the Flash, Black Adam, Shazam 2, said Warner Bros. Discovery CEO during the company's quarter 2 earnings call on Thursday. We are very excited about them. We've seen them. We think they are terrific. They've seen the Flash, Black Adam, and Shazam 2. We think we can make them even better.
Okay.
So come to find out, this is the reasons why Batgirl was canned and was trash. Because they believe that, here's the thing, the Flash is already done. It's been
been
done.
done.
It's been done. The VFX have been done. It's made they spent millions of dollars. They spent double as of right now. It's rumored that they spent double of what Batgirl. They spent double. Yeah. So knowing that and everything, it's kind of like you don't want, and it's getting a theoretical cut. It's getting a theater cut. Come to find out, you can't have that. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't have that. You can't really have. They're gonna lose. They're gonna lose money. And it's kind of like a no-brainer. Like you have to have this in theaters. So this is the reason why
they're gonna do to make the movies better. Do you think they're gonna put do you think they're gonna put Dwayne the Rock Johnson in The Flash and Shazam 2, and then they're gonna put Kevin Hart and Black Adam just to make them all better?
I'll be honest here. So as of right now, as far as for the Flash character, I surely believe they're gonna, because they did say, just show it a little sneak peek last year on DC Fandom, that we saw multiple Flash. They could do two things here with the Flash. One, they could be like, you know what, we're gonna do a because this is a multiverse. They're gonna do a multiverse, and they're gonna get the Flash from the TV show to replace this Flash. That could be one. That could be one. Okay, that's one. I'm not gonna care for it though. That's the thing. That could be one. Two is that they could just get a brand new young actor just to replace him, and be done with it, and that's it. He's the new Flash.
To me, the TV show Flash has always been the Flash, at least live action, and they kind of took too fucking long to put him in that role, and then they've just been giving this role to someone shitty.
I mean, with the Crisis crossover, you had Ezra Miller make an appearance, so it's not too far fetched.
Yeah,
but it's up to what 9-10 years since Homeboys.
People still want to see a Tom Welling Superman film.
I don't know about that, but
he's been in shape this whole time, just in case they give him a call.
No, who has been in shape? Who's been in shape is Henry Cavill.
Oh no, I go ask my wife if she wants to see Tom Welling in a Superman film.
That's never gonna. You know what his chance was in the Superman and Lois TV show that's happening right now. That was his chance.
No, Tyler Hoechlin's great. They wrapped up Smallville with the crossover with the Crisis. You haven't even seen a damn episode of Superman and Lois.
Yes, I've seen two episodes. They're terrible. I just can't get into it.
That's the best DC TV show out there right now.
What?
On CW. Yes.
Oh, on CW. Oh, okay. I was gonna say. Whoa. Peacemaker is way better, but whatever.
No, you want to talk about any Arrowverse type show? You look at those two seasons; those are the best written, those are the best told, those are the best effects. That's better than Flash. That's better than Arrow. That's better than Black Lightning. That's better than anything else that the CW has put out there Arrowverse wise.
And see, recently with the CW and everything, again, that's just my opinion. They're all just trash, man. I just can't get it. Ever since I think Smallville was the last 3 episodes, the last 3 seasons. They were on the CW because the CW wasn't there yet. I think it was the last 2
it moved over around season 3 or 4. It actually was when they merged. They merged the WB and UPN together to make.
So that's CW. So I'll say this: the best CW show ever was Smallville, and that's it.
Oh yeah, I agree with that.
As of right now, and yeah. So but definitely, it's definitely not a good sign because they are going to be shrinking more TV shows. I guarantee that they are because they don't make money and they're not good content anymore.
If you like Smallville, you will like Superman and Lois.
I'll check that out. And I don't even like Superman.
And actually, both seasons of Superman and Lois are now on HBO Max, by the way. So,
yeah, they are. That's how I'm watching it.
Yeah,
that's how.
You just go watch it. Yeah. So.
All right. Now, this is the CEO's forever words. Forever. Ryan, I'm not gonna say it. Anyways, no, I'm not gonna say it. Zaslav. I said it right the first time. Anyways, the objective is to grow the DC brand, to grow the DC characters, but also our job is to protect the DC brand, and that's what we're gonna do. And I love this quote. I love it. I love this because it's like, hey, I'm coming in, cleaning up house, cleaning up the mess that they decided to make. So I don't know if this is true or not, but again, this is just a rumor. It looks like all the DC movies, they're not going to be on, and what I mean by DC movies, I mean any of the DC characters, not the TV shows, DC characters that are movies, they are not going to make HBO Max original DC movies. They're going to make any DC movie they're going to make is going to be for theaters from now on.
That's
for theaters, and I am 100% on board with that.
Yeah,
I am 100% on board. To begin with, I mean, come on, they greenlit a Wonder Twins movie. What the hell's the matter with them over there? Oh, Wonder Twins, like what? Oh my god, dude!
Representation, man.
But lesser known characters a chance, bro. Maybe you learn something about it.
You know, I'm okay with a TV show, not a movie, not you know, it just, yeah, I'm okay with TV shows. Let them be on HBO Max, which is where their TV shows should be, and I'm 100% on board for that. I really am. Anyways, so, you know, I'll read this again. The objective is to grow the DC brand, and I'm excited for this. I really am. I'm so excited and hyped to see what the future holds for the DCU. Anyway, JC, or Mike, let's do Mike first. What is your comments? I mean, what did you think of this, this whole shrinking, cleaning house scenario here? I mean, are you for it? Are you against it? Knowing that, I mean, David said it straight out. He said, we're going to do what Bob Iger and Kevin Feige did. We're going to do exactly what they did. We're going to create a 10-year plan, and we're going to stick to it. I'm 100% on board with this. What did you think, Mike? And then Jason.
They need to find someone who's gonna have this vision for the next 10 years. Honestly, I don't think Snyder's cut out for it. Like, it's just too depressing. Honestly,
what the hell?
James Gunn could pretty much do it. I mean, look what he did with Peacemaker. He could definitely do it.
Yeah, but Gunn is going to be back and forth with MCU and DC. I mean, that's the thing. So
they got to pay him a shit ton of money to get him committed.
Well, no, here's the thing. So the good thing about James Gunn right now is that he said at the Comic-Con, he is done with Guardians. Guardians is done. It's done. They're not making any more Guardian movies. This one will be the last one.
You don't think they're going to want him for something else? I mean,
to be honest,
looking at Peacemaker, they're like, hey, you know what? He can make another good movie for us.
True, but here's the thing that he's always said about when he got canned by DC, by Disney. When he crossed over to DC, he never felt so much freedom in his entire life to do whatever the hell he wanted because it was going to be an adult show. And that's the thing that DC, Warner Brothers, HBO Max, that they have. They put out adult content and there's no limits. There's no limits. And knowing how successful Peacemaker was for a lot of these supporting actors and actresses that were like in the can, not making money. I remember this one guy, I forgot his name, the big, the geek nerd guy that's in Peacemaker, the one with the glasses. I forget his name. I'm sorry. I apologize on that. But
Vigilante?
No, not Vigilante. No, I know him. The
big guy in the chair had the glasses on, the fat dude.
Yeah. So him, he literally said Peacemaker, you know, that show when he was on the Inside of You podcast, I listened to that and I was all like, this guy was literally going to lose everything and was literally like, he has a band that he does on the side and he literally said his story was like, you know, James Gunn just hit me up. He was at a bar and we're at a bar. He said, hey, you seem like, you know, do you act? And I got into acting, decided on this role. I didn't think it was going to be anything of it when he told me, just do what you do. James Gunn literally said, just do what you do. And there was no limits. They said your character does this in this scene, and it was very casual and very smooth acting, and I love that. That's great. That's what they should do. It was scripted, of course, just like anything else, but it's like, tell me what makes you funny and all this stuff. And that's the thing about this HBO series. Anything else HBO is like, there's no limits. You can cuss, you can go crazy, you can go insane. There's no limits here. With Marvel movies, there's limits.
This guy's Mr. David Zaslav. I'll believe it when I see some good content come out of DC. Because I mean, how many times have I told you so and so sucked? Because it just like the only good thing that came out of DC,
the Batman.
Yeah, it was just the Batman movies, man. Like I love.
Whoa! Okay, you're talking about in general, or what are you talking about? But what are you talking about? You're talking about in general?
Like in the last year? You're talking about?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Movies.
No. But
I didn't like Batman versus Superman. I didn't.
No. But you're not. You mean like of all time, or what do you? I don't know what you mean. What are you saying?
Well, I mean, we wouldn't
like
have comic
I'm talking about recently
without Christopher Reeve's Superman. But I'm talking about recently. Anything after Christopher Nolan's Batman like has been pretty much trash.
Zack Snyder's Justice League. You're gonna sit there and tell me that movie wasn't a freaking masterpiece?
And you're gonna tell me Man of Steel
Dude.
was terrible? What the hell?
Yeah, Man of Steel was fucking Smallville the first half of the movie. We didn't
What?
need that shit.
What do you mean you didn't need that shit? What are you talking
We
about?
don't need
It's
to
an
have-
origin damn story. What are
We
you
don't
talking
need
about?
an
Yeah.
origin story. Everyone fucking knows who Superman is. Like,
Tell me when was the last Superman movie before that? Was the
dude, if I
Brandon?
had to watch Goku's origin every fucking movie they released, I'd be fucking like,
But
why am I
Goku
watching
is
this shit?
established though. That's the thing. They were establishing
Superman's
a
been
new
established for
franchise.
almost
Hold on,
100
hold on.
years.
It wasn't like a full origin. It's not like they went
Yeah.
Smallville, Superboy.
It was and it was like 30 minutes, dude, out of the fucking 2.5 hour
Too
movie.
goddamn
Yeah.
long. We
No,
didn't
it
need
wasn't.
that much.
Oh my god, you're
And then
crazy.
we got a flashback. We didn't
You
need that.
are one of
I
those
wanted.
guys. You know what? I'm gonna start calling you WB Mike because, like Warner Brothers, didn't have the patience to see Zack Snyder's vision. And if you had just waited out and seen what he was doing, you'd have made a lot more money right now.
Like,
Exactly. As far as Man of
enjoyed
Steel.
Zack Snyder's Justice League, and I would have
Yeah.
preferred it as a 2-part movie. But we got Justice League. Like, there's no denying Justice League exists. So you can't just say, "Oh,
Out of my brain,
Zack
dude.
Snyder's puts this under
It's
the
out of
rug."
my-
No.
It's like when
Keep
Ryan
in
when
mind,
it's like
we
when
would-
Deadpool. It's like when Deadpool went back in time and killed Ryan Reynolds before he did Green Lantern. That movie doesn't exist anymore.
nah,
That's
it still
the- that's
exists.
the-
They still
the
put
Joss
shit.
Whedon
They
They
cut
still
doesn't
shit in
exist
my
anymore.
fucking hands and told me, "Hey, here's some Hershey's." Like, no, you just don't fucking do that to fans.
And see,
then
but
The
that's the thing
second
though.
Wonder
They
Woman
learn-
was kind of disappointing. I enjoyed it still, but it was
Yeah.
it was not
so
as good
let,
as
so
the first
let's
one.
let's stay on subject. So recently in the past 1 or 2 years, it's been you say it's the Batman or Joker, I guess, but it's not even a DC hero, but it's DC.
I would
still.
say
It's a DC.
the Joker's probably the only good movie since Christopher Nolan's movies. Yeah,
Wow.
I would totally argue that's
like,
another argument.
I like Man of
Um,
Steel. It's fine
yeah.
as a movie, but I don't like. How many times did you hear me complain? Like, why the fuck is Superman not taking Zod over to like a deserted area? He's like letting all this.
Do
Because
you not,
this is like his first
Metropolis
major-
yeah,
get
do you
trash.
not know he doesn't know crap? He
This
doesn't
is
know
his first
anything.
Major fight is Superman. He
I
hasn't
thought
even
he
been
was from
called
Kansas.
Superman.
I thought he was human. I thought he cared about people. You don't have to be a fucking genius. Goku's a retard, and he takes Cell and
Again,
everyone
this
out
is-
to the outside.
Again,
Because
oh my
because
God.
you have to
This-
see the
this-
destruction. That was the
You
point of the
don't need to see
movie.
destruction.
Yes, that was
Okay.
the point of the
world was
movie.
still getting destroyed by the
Anyways,
fucking alien machine.
Anyway, okay, Mike.
So
all right,
either
all
way,
right.
Ryan, now I know why
I'm
this guy's
still
not on the
gonna
show
say-
anymore.
Superman pissed me off. Man
Okay,
of Steel
okay.
pissed me off. It had a lot of
Okay,
things that
but
pissed me off.
anyways-
I am on Batman's side
Okay.
when it came to him having to kill Superman. Because look,
Okay,
there's so
okay,
many
okay.
people
Well, fuck you then, bro.
wasting Batman's money on insurance.
Okay.
Anyway, let's go on to
Eh,
Batman
eh,
versus Superman.
no,
How many times have I said that was
okay.
trash? Everyone agrees.
No,
And
I
we
don't
got
agree.
Justice League.
I
and they
don't
shit
agree.
on us.
I don't agree.
I
Wonder
don't agree
Woman
with
was
that either.
really good. Wonder Woman's probably the only good thing about the Justice League
No.
movies.
I'm talking about recently.
And
Though.
I-
Stay on subject. Recent. Stay on
Okay,
subject.
so then those
Joker
are movies
and the
between,
Batman.
between
Joker and the Batman.
Nolan's, Christopher Nolan's
No,
Batman all the way
recently.
up to Joker. Every movie between was a piece of shit.
Okay, recently though. I'm talking about recently.
Recently, are we
No.
talking?
Christopher Nolan's like 10 years ago now, dude. No, I'm
Okay.
talking about recently.
It's making me feel old, Ryan.
But right
Yeah.
after was the Man of Steel up to
No,
Joker. What was that? 10-year gap.
No, Man of Steel that's old now, but like recently,
was
1 or 2 years.
Okay,
or 3
how
years.
recent? 2-3 years ago was the
Yeah.
pandemic. Joker
Yeah.
was right before the pandemic. So
Okay, so then
during the pandemic,
Batman.
the only thing that came out was fucking Batman, Snyder's cut, and
Aquaman, right?
Aquaman. No, Aquaman was before
Aquaman
that,
was
wasn't
before
it?
that.
Oh,
Aquaman was
okay.
before that.
Yeah, so all we got
Yeah.
was Snyder cut and Batman. You want me to compare those two movies?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Snyder
Snyder
cut.
Cut wins.
Yeah,
That's all
Snyder
we
cut.
got.
Snyder
So
Cut
I was
Okay.
Yeah, I enjoyed Snyder Cut, but that doesn't beat the fact that they shit on our fucking hands and gave us Justice League, man.
Again, that complaint
It's
is
not
like
his fault.
you're the same person that complains about it, but yet you're mad about the Batgirl. That doesn't surprise me whatsoever because you know that doesn't surprise me because it's quality over quantity. That's all I'm saying. I'll leave it at that. JC, what did you think, man? What did you recently? What is out of all this and everything, the DC's fate now, the new fate that we got coming in here, the new CEO. I'm excited for this. What did you think of this? All this outcome right here.
With his 10-year plan, I'll believe it when I see it. Just do
Yeah.
it. You have to show me. That's plain and simple. And thank you for reminding me of what we were originally talking about because I was about this. Mike just threw me the fuck out.
I know
Triggered him
he does
about
that.
Superman.
He does that a lot. He does. No. See, and I have to argue. I have to argue with you. I have to argue with you because, like, I'm just like, dude, what? Like, it's a new DCU. It was at the time that was the start of the DCU. So how can you not? But anyways, that's just it's you have to understand the full context before you start judging. That's all I'm saying.
I said it before. You got to have the patience to see Snyder's vision, and even if they don't restore it, I hope this news means they're going to and get him back into it. If they don't, at least let Snyder do animated versions of these films, because the animated content that DC puts out on HBO Max and in general,
phenomenal. Yeah,
it's phenomenal. So
and they did say they're not going to touch up on the DC animation. They're not going to.
It works. It's great.
Yeah, it works.
When they did Red Sun animated, I thought it was amazing.
Oh, that was fucking
well
good.
Done. Yeah,
I love that. Yeah. If that was a real life Henry Cavill super, oh my god, Michael, totally think about that'll be the best Superman movie ever. I
have no complaints about DC animation.
That's just Superman. Yeah,
they're 100%. They really are. It's very hard to find to say a movie was terrible, as bad as
animated.
But Agreed. Yeah. And so, but I mean, overall, I'm excited to see where the DC goes here. It's just a lot of questions. The Flash, what are they going to do with the Flash that comes out next year?
When are we getting a fucking real Green Lantern movie?
They greenlit.
Has been rumored.
They greenlit a TV show.
John Stewart Green Lantern already.
They greenlit the TV show. Somehow they're getting the actor that played John Diggle involved with it. He apparently threw the ring away at Flash. I have no idea. But that character has been making appearances because Superman and Lois, I believe, takes place on a separate Earth. And so he's somehow involved with that too. So it's unknown, really. But if he's going to be involved with it, how the TV show is going to go. I think it's going to be an HBO Max TV show, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
So, yeah. So I think that's the route they're going right now.
Yeah, man. I'm excited for the future of DC. And that's the thing, too, is that I'm very confused as knowing that we got the great masterpiece the Batman was. Where are they going to do with the Batman? He needs to be in there. He needs to be the core. Are they going to transition the Batman 2 movie to where it transitions into the DC where it connects with Wonder Woman?
No, we don't need that, Ryan.
We talked about it from the top. Joker 2 will have some sort of post credits that teases that this is Pattinson's Gotham. On some level, we're going to get that.
And it would make sense, but at the same time, though, what if they try to connect it to where, like, how the Flash does the multiverse? What if they connect it to where someone goes in the portal, like Spider-Man, how Venom is its own? Remember how they connected Venom into What if they do something like that? What if Joker's like, what is this portal here in Arkham?
It's a portal,
and he just goes in.
Makes sense, but I think this.
I think it was a missed opportunity. For the Joker scene at the very end of the Batman, they should have put Joaquin Phoenix in there, and the missed opportunity, really missed opportunity. I think that would have got fans like crazy for this.
Did you see the deleted scene for the ugly ass Joker we got?
What's up?
Didn't y'all see the deleted scene for the ugly ass Joker we got in Pattinson's Batman?
Yes.
Yeah, but I mean, who's to say that? But I mean, it was a deleted scene, so it's technically not canon. Who's to say they couldn't fix that? So
they could fix that. Still.
I mean, Joker 2, and if we're theorizing if that's the Pattinson Batman verse, let that be its Earth on its own. That can tell its own story.
I don't need that to be in the DCU.
Yeah, so, and my son's awake now.
We don't need another Snyder cut. We don't need none of that. Let's have someone else's vision of the DC going. Someone who maybe worked in the animated series of the Justice League.
My son said he loves the Justice League, by the way. My son loved the Justice League. My kids, I let them stay up to watch, and they sat through a 4-hour Zack Snyder Justice League movie and loved every bit of it.
And by the way, we did get an early release, about a little over a week release, to see the Zack Snyder cut. I know JC was a part of that too. That was awesome. Yeah. So Zack Snyder, thank you so much for that.
Thank you, Ryan. I love you.
Yeah, that was awesome. I was all like,
I had to lay up on Ted, like, hey buddy, I saw this before you did. So
we got a little press access there, and I was very happy and surprised that I got access to it. But anyways, I'm for the Batman, but at the same time though, I'm all like, Batman needs to find his identity with Superman, with Wonder Woman, with Aquaman, Black Adam now coming out. People are like, what if Black Adam's coming out now? He's not a hero. People are arguing he's not a hero, and he's not necessarily a hero in the comics either. But at the same time though, I'm all like, maybe they could twist it where he could just make it canon in a way on the movie side that they'll just. I know he's not. I mean, put him in the Justice League. I guess I don't know. It's tough. I don't know where they're going out about that with the whole Black Adam thing and the whole just the whole situation and everything. But I mean, yeah, I'm excited to see what's next for the DCU.
I would really like them to do like a Kingdom Come series. That would be pretty nice to see, where like Shazam fights Superman.
Where Superman Kryptonite doesn't hurt.
And see, the rumor as of right now is that Shazam, because get this, I did not know this, by the way, guys. This is this is breaking news, which I found out about a few months ago. So get this. So The Rock's agent, filmmaking agent, is the same agent as Henry Cavill. I did not know that. So, and there's pictures that The Rock has posted on Instagram saying, I can't wait to fight Superman, or pretty much intentionally saying, I can't wait to fight Superman because it's gonna be the best bloodshed ever in history of DC. And so,
fucking love that.
See, and here's the thing. If you know, it's a possibility. What if The Rock's all like, no, because The Rock was announced Black Adam like 10 years ago.
Do we know who Black Adam's antagonist is gonna be in his movie?
Who's to say he's not the antagonist?
That's what I'm saying.
I don't. Yeah, I think he is, but as
from the trailer, I guess it's whoever gets his powers.
Antagonist doesn't necessarily mean a villain or anything. Like The Rock could still be the villain, but he's the protagonist of our story.
Yeah.
You think Henry Cavill's going to be the antagonist of the movie? Maybe that's why we saw Henry Cavill and Ben Affleck in the studio. Maybe they're shooting some scenes for that movie.
You know, I would not be surprised
if we credits kind of deal.
I would not be surprised if we at the very end credit scene or the last scene. I don't think we're gonna get in the movie though. That's just my thing. I don't think we're gonna get Superman in the movie. I think at the very end credits we're gonna see Black Adam staring at a caped at the beautiful red cape Man of Steel flying up on top. Staring, Henry Cavill himself just staring at Black Adam, and Black Adam.
No.
Let me finish. Let me finish. Hey, can you let me finish? Mike, let me finish. Mike, let me finish. So Black Adam's on the ground, and Henry Cavill just staring at it, and then Black Adam puts on his static lightning or whatever, and like he's all like, "Let's rumble, just bring it." Like The Rock on WWE.
When has an end credit ever done that?
I mean,
it can happen.
It could happen.
I think it'll be more realistic if like Ben Affleck is trying to show Superman, hey, there's another asshole out here with superpowers. You know, gotta take him out.
See, and that's the thing though. I don't think Ben Affleck's gonna be I don't think he's gonna be the Batman. I really don't anymore. I don't think so. I don't think he's gonna be the Batman for DCU. I think they should get Robert Pattinson. They should get maybe somebody else. I don't know. Because it's gonna be
DCU, man. I think
gonna be
the Batman and the Joker need to be its own separate
Why would
thing.
you have two different Batmans? Two different Jokers essentially.
Is it too confusing for you, Ryan? Because I've lived through five different Batmans.
Here's the thing. Yeah, exactly. You're an old fucker. Anyways, here's the thing is that like
exactly. I've waited decades for this.
Here's the thing, though. You want to keep moviegoers not too confused. We're like, wait, we just saw a Batman movie. What the? Because I guarantee you, that's exactly what happens all the time, guaranteed. But
how old and confused do you think people go in not knowing what the hell the internet is and be like, oh yeah, this is a different Batman? Like, and
let's be honest here. I've come out of theaters where they literally ask questions. Eavesdrop, and you're like, what the hell? What was?
There you go. And
that doesn't make sense
for them to. That's a reason for them to tune in to the Alamo City Movie Talk. So that we can discuss this and give them the answers that they're looking for.
The Countdown City Cast will discuss in full detail. Believe me, sometimes we don't want to go in full detail. It just happens that way.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, and Ted over there, they detail every single scene, and that's the thing. It's like I love that, and it just and I'll be honest here. This is probably the longest show we've ever done. It's about an hour 25 minutes. But I know we went on a little rant here, but I'm 100% on board to see more Batmans. I love it. Give me multiple Batmans. Give me 10 Batmans. I'll freaking love it. Give me a TV Batman. Give me a HBO. Give me a HBO Max Batman. Give me a
JC, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
the Silent Bob movie. The Jay and Silent Bob?
Jay and Silent Bob, yeah.
The Jay and Silent Bob reboot.
Yeah.
Kevin Smith got 2 Batmans in the same movie.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
But
it must have
anyways,
been confusing for you, Ryan.
no, it wasn't. Oh man. But anyways, guys, any final thoughts, comments, or concerns on this? What did y'all? I mean, overall, I enjoyed this. This was definitely a lot to take in. I know, guys, on the Batgirl. At the very end of the day, Batgirl, according to the CEO, it was gonna hurt the DC brand.
Look. At the end of the day, who it really hurts is all those young girls and women who are fans of the character. They're gonna miss out because there are not a lot of movies where a female protagonist, female superhero, is the lead.
Okay,
and that's what hurts most. And I say this as the father of a daughter. She was excited for a Wonder Woman movie. Like a woman's the lead role in this.
And she still is. She still is Wonder Woman. Yeah.
No, she still is Wonder Woman. It's great, but Wonder Woman can't be the only person. Like, I know we're gonna get a Supergirl in the Flash movie. I hope that leads to its own like Supergirl TV show, or not TV show, it's movie. We had a Supergirl TV show, and my daughter loved watching it too. Is it because it's a female lead? Or is it because it was bad? I mean, would they make the same decision with the male lead? That's my thought.
See, okay, but that, again, though, everyone's comparing it. Why don't they just can the Flash? The Flash deserves to be canned. Here's the thing, though. The Flash has been done for at least a year. The VFX, it's done. It was made for a movie. It's made for theaters. So, and I'm just like, it's different. This was made just for HBO Max. And the budget for the Flash is double what Batgirl was. So Can you take, almost a $200 million loss? Can you lose $200 million?
Well, on poor planning if you want. Did you really need all the VFX for a Batgirl type movie? You could have done something very...
Again, though, this is not his fault, though. This is the previous owners.
I get it. But, it's just, again, there's a lot of fans of that character that are going to be very sad.
And I'm 100%. I completely agree to that certain degree. I want to see more female leads in the DC cinematic universe. I want to see them. I do, but I wouldn't be surprised if like David's all like, you know what, we're gonna go back to the drawing board. Leslie, we're gonna get you back in here, but you're gonna do maybe a TV show instead. They're gonna do HBO Max TV show. I could see that. I could see that very, very likely. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Name 3 female superheroes that's not Wonder Woman.
Mike, oh my God.
DC or Marvel side.
Yeah, DC or Marvel. It's gonna be tough for DC. It
doesn't matter. DC
it's gonna be it's gonna be tough for DC. Hawk Girl, I guess that counts.
Okay.
Hawk Girl. Man, I can't really. I'm trying to think. Supergirl. Wait.
Supergirl, Batgirl, Power Girl.
No, that's Marvel.
One of the Green Lanterns.
Those are
Phoenix?
still DC.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, one of the Green Lanterns. Was it Jessica Mendoza? Yeah, she's
Storm.
Green Lanterns is
a lot. I can name a lot of Marvel. I can name a lot of Marvel at the top of my head.
You can just name X-Men. They're all freaking female.
Like that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
like how many different Supergirls too? So
and that's the thing. It's definitely a tough situation to be put in when it comes down to like all your hard work and everything. And I completely understand, but it's like, if it's not a good movie, if they say it's not a good movie, it's their they own the movie. They own the steak, they own the money, they own the meal, they own the bar. That if the bar drink is not good enough, they're not going to put it on the menu. That's all I'm saying. I'll leave it at that. That's a perfect scenario right there because it is what it is. Now let's move on. I guarantee you though, Leslie,
why don't they just put the movie out? They gave us Justice League.
Again, like I said, it will leak eventually. Be patient.
I guarantee it's gonna leak versus them putting it out. I guarantee that.
Finished or unfinished, it will leak.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for staying tuned in. This is probably our longest show we've ever done in the history of Alamo City Movie Talk. Normally we don't do this. Normally we don't do this at all. But go ahead, Mike. What you got for us?
All right, I'm gonna be giving this away for all the DC and Marvel fans. It's a giant book of Avengers and Justice League. We're just trying to reach a goal of 2,000 followers. So whenever we reach 2,000, the sooner the better. That way I can mail it out. Anyone in the U.S. will be able to have
I'll give you my address after the show so you can send it to me.
Yeah, we're gonna. You can create 240 accounts. I think that's what our goal is right now to reach 2,000.
Yeah, I'm gonna post that. We're gonna start a campaign very soon, guys, for the road to 2,000 subscribers on YouTube. We're so close before the end of the year, guys. So it's gonna be hit a milestone for us at the Alamo City Movie Talk Studios, and also to get us more, to give you guys even better, more content, more movie reviews and everything. So it helps us out and helps you out, and also. Ladies and gentlemen, we actually got more movie tickets coming out later this year. More freebies that we got. We're working with studios right now. We're going to be working with them. Very good content coming out very soon. Hey, I'm just saying, Wakanda Forever, something's coming out big from there. That's all I'm saying. Wakanda Forever. That's all I'm saying. But all right, guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much for making us a part of your day. And as always, JC, what is going on, guys? Where can people find you at, man? Thank you so much for being on the show once again.
Search Countdown City Geekcast on Facebook. You can also find the Countdown City Geeks channel on YouTube. I also host the Countdown City WrestleCast. I'm Squints84 on Twitter. And then, of course, Ryan joins me on the Island of Reality podcast. Search for that.
Listen to it.
Podcasts. And
we talk dirty. We get a little dirty there. We talk about, we talk a lot about sexual encounters that we've had. Hey, if you want to listen to it, be sure to listen to it. Yeah, it's definitely a lot of personal experiences with relationships. With we get really into the deep dive of it, and also
a lot of like how reality TV, how we relate to some of the things.
Yeah.
It's kind of, so.
I'm definitely gonna check out that show because it sounds very intriguing.
Great.
Like.
Oh, it is, and we have a good following.
How many seasons of this show is so far, or is it just this first season?
I think they're just wrapping up the second one. They're about to wrap up the second. Yeah.
But be sure to listen to our podcast when we talk about season 1 of F-Boy Island, which is on.
Yes. I'm gonna be checking out y'all's podcast.
Yeah, so we do.
I feel like I got along with JC, even though I pissed him off about Superman.
I know, man. I'm gonna have to. You pissed me off. I didn't know you felt that way.
Oh, right. I always piss you off.
Yeah, I was. You keep saying this is the best movie ever. BVS was the best movie ever. Hello, wake up. We talk about man. Wonder Woman made her appearance there. Speaking of women leaders, you're a bunch of you're full of crap. That's who you are.
First time seeing the Trinity on screen together. It was amazing.
Yeah, that was phenomenal. But anyways, thank you guys so much once again. Have yourself a wonderful day wherever time of day you're listening to us on. And if you stuck with us this long, hey, you're a nerd just like us. Thank you guys. Like, share, subscribe. As always, I'm your host, Ryan D. Ryan680. Mike, thanks for being on the show, brother.
Of course.
Yeah, and BVS is better, by the way.
Zack Snyder's Justice League. Fuck the world.
Yeah. Man of Steel is way better. It's magnificent.
I'm outnumbered here, guys. I'm just going to let y'all take that win today.
That's